Well, of course, last year I trained and did the marathon, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. That's for sure. But got through it, and I'll be very honest, I'll never probably do it again. But I did it once, and now I can have 26.2 bumper stickers and all that fun stuff. And then, we got to thinking, how cool would it be to see if one of our other famous fans from Subway wanted to maybe take on the challenge this year. And we approached Apollo about it, and he said, sure, let's do it. And they said, what a challenge. And that's what it's been ever since. And now it's after Apollo, we'll see who the next Subway famous fan might be that wants to do it. But we're rooting on Apollo this year. This is much more fun for me this year to enjoy it and actually experience from a spectator side, because I've actually never been to the New York City Marathon aside from last year. So to actually come as a spectator this year and root Apollo on and go to some of the Subway cheer zones along the way, it's going to be really neat. So
you're not just a spectator, you're doing the 5K now.
I'm sorry, I'm doing the 5K tomorrow. Yes, so that part, that's what I've been doing now. 5Ks are sort of I enjoy my runs now. And still a good way to stay in shape and stay active and stay fit. And,
you had a really good time last year.
I was just a little over 5 hours, which for me I was just happy to finish. So as I said, it was. I still can't believe I finished. To be honest, I literally think doing the marathon last year was harder than losing the 245 pounds.
Wow.
I really mean that. I look back and I compared it, because it took me about a year to do both. I mean, I took a year almost to train for it, a year to lose the weight when I did it 13 years ago, and I really think finishing the New York City Marathon was harder. It took more out of me than even losing the 245 pounds.
Yeah, Apollo worried there.
When Jared told me he started out, he was like so excited, and so many people were like, "Oh, Jared!" So Jared is, he's waving to every single person. Right? People are there, right? He's like, at mile 3, he's like, "Okay, no,
I'm done." You just got to grit. You just focus. You feel bad because everyone's screaming at you, they're waving at you, and you feel bad. But at some point, you have to just grit. After a few miles, you just got to grit.
So if you wave and I don't acknowledge, just saying.
You don't mean anything bad.
Just saving.
Exactly
Saving
right.
as much as I can.
Jared, I was going to ask, in your experience, is it more of a mental or a physical challenge?
It was a combination of both. I think it's the mental part. The mental part really is the training routine that you have to get to the race day. The race day itself is such a neat experience until about mile 20. And then once mile 20 hits, it was grueling. And I never cry. I never get emotional for anything. I don't. Even if someone dies, I just don't. But when I crossed that finish line, I was a basket case last year, an absolute basket case, and just a sense of accomplishment, I guess, and whatever else. But it was, so it is a combination.
Did you run 20 before that point?
I'd done 220 miles before that point. But it's amazing those last 6 miles. I mean, you get through it, and it's race day. You just do it, but you'll feel at the end. You'll feel great about it.
Right, I was going to say physically, you were in great shape.
Yeah, you got through.
Amazing.
So had some cramping at the end there, but that I never experienced before. A certain kind of cramping, but still you grit through it and go. And I was determined if I was on my hands and knees crossing, I'd still finish. So.
That's cool.
Were you using gels and stuff like that on the way?
I was using gels, yeah. One I just sort of did was every mile I would do at least water. I would do a cup of water, and then after every 3 miles I would do a gel. Usually I don't remember what kind it was, but it was definitely a gel.
Yeah, we saw that we've trained for every 5 miles.